because everybody else can probably hear it too. Hello and good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let me say hello here. We got Meant to Be RVing. Good morning. Chasing America. Good morning. Oh, and Construction Kronies. Oh, wait a minute. He's right. Hold on. I got to do that right away.
Yeah.
Wait, right over there. Right over there. Good morning. And then our epic RV adventures here as well. So I was telling people that about your live streaming setup and all that kind of stuff. And like I was talking to you before about the, StreamYard kind of being like your first little program you get into. I was kind of wondering if you could let people know what your what vMix is and all the stuff that you can do with it.
Yeah, absolutely. vMix is it's an outstanding software. If it's not, there is a free version of it. I think it's man, oh man, you can only stream at a certain bit rate or certain quality. And you can't use like vMix call and things like that. It's limited in features, but when you start to pay into it, then you get all these features, right? So it's
kind of like StreamYard then. Until you pay, you get a limited set.
Yes, yeah, right. Does StreamYard have a pay now? Like, can you pay to stream at 1080 yet, or is it still at 720?
I don't know. I don't know that. Yeah, I just know that they have more functionality once you pay for it.
Yes. Okay. So this version you can stream 1080 60 frames with this version of vMix, and in my opinion, it forces the encoding to be better. I find it's got a better picture output than I use Streamlabs OBS, right? Streamlabs OBS for the longest time, but yeah, StreamYard and Slobs, that would be like your second level, third, maybe into your third level type of streaming, right? And then you get into more advanced, which they call the level 4. Like a level 4 streamer who would be with upgraded equipment and a studio and vMix or Ecamm or something like that. Yeah, it's amazing software. It runs the equipment really well. Like, it just integrates really, really well. There's a lot of features.
It seems like there's a lot of more, because you have like a lot of the pop-ups and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
You can do on your screen.
Yeah, so these are cool because it's connected to my I don't know if I can play it or not, but yeah, it's connected to the my Stream Deck. Sorry, right? So you can program shortcuts and triggers and things like that. So you can actually program in sequences, right? Like your whole startup sequence. Once your timer's done on the countdown page, it'll play your intro and then put this input up and then overlay your lower third or something. You could set that as a sequence in vMix, which is really, really neat. And then the shortcut keys are fun because I got sounds and pop-ups. But yeah, you have to shoot the pop-ups on a green screen, right? So you need the green screen. I have a little green screen studio in here so that I can shoot these overlays. So it's kind of I use the green screen for overlays and thumbnails. It's nice. The set.
Yeah, you have. I mean, the set behind you, by the way, if you guys don't know, that's not a green screen behind him. He's done lighting and paint and all that kind of stuff to have a nice set behind him.
Yeah. I studied with Luria Petrucci and David Foster. They're the live streaming pros, and I just learned so much the past few months through them as a student of theirs. It was completely different. I had the camera was all over here. I was looking at the big room behind me. And then, they're like, build a set, right? So I was like, all right. So we just moved everything this way, painted the wall, put some pictures up, did everything. Then we just did it as we streamed, right? And we went every day for, I think, close to 70 days straight. We went streaming, and that's 2.5 to 3.5 hour streams. Like, yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah, and we were talking about before we came live that you actually saw when you were doing those lives every day, you got a lot of more viewership, and it promoted you a lot more when you went live every day.
It did, yeah. I noticed my watch time, and this is on my videos. Okay, this is the great thing about it. It wasn't, people were watching my streams, yeah, and it was, and we were getting attendance, and it was great. We were getting engagement, but in the back end, my videos were being put up more, right? So I had an increase of views by 40%, and watch time was up 60%. Revenue was up 109%. It was pretty cool. It was pretty steady. And now that I've been back to work as well, and I don't stream every day, my views are still there. So that's it's pretty cool.
It was a definitely a good side benefit, and I think, I don't know if I was there. I was there pretty close to when you first started doing the 70 days. And you're saying, built out the studio. It didn't look like that when you were first starting your 70 days of streaming either.
No, it didn't. No color, like the lighting, everything is different. But yeah, it was Lita April live everyday April challenge that I did as well, right? That's what got the ball rolling. And hey Jason, what's up, buddy? Cool, man. Good to see you, Jason. So the cool thing, let me think here. What was I talking about again?
We were talking about the increase of viewers and all that kind of stuff, and then live every day in April.
If you guys can do the Lita, the next one is August. Live every day, August, right? So it's twice a year. There's one in April and one in August. Do it. If you can do it, do it. It's awesome. There's a group on Facebook, live every day August, live every day April. There's a group on Facebook. There's or through the Livestream Pros website, you can find information on it as well. But it was good because everyone gives you feedback. They're all watching your streams, and everyone's doing the same thing you are, getting new gear and learning the software, and and it's about practice, getting on front of the camera and getting over the shyness, and then also getting a structure together that you have some kind of subject that you can talk about in case there's nobody there, or if there's lulls in the conversation, then you have material you can talk about, right? So it's really good. There's a lot of learning in it, a lot of practice.
Oh yeah. And if you guys don't know, this is our first international guest, because Construction Kronies here actually lives in Alberta, Canada, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Alberta, Canada. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, but I live out in Edmonton here, way up in the north of Canada. So yeah, it's awesome, man. There's the closest next city to us is like 3.5 hours in any direction. So,
and Rants with Rogers here. I don't know. I think you might have ran into him a couple times.
Yeah. Rants with Rogers. Yes.
He I'll try to pop it up here on the screen. It's not popping up that well. There we go. He likes your backdrop, and he works in news, so got a pretty good compliment there.
I appreciate that, Roger. Thank you, Rogers. My bad.
Yeah. So the other thing you do, which I think is really cool on your live streams, besides we hang out and all that kind of stuff and chit chat, but you also help people with any construction questions they have, like with their plans or how to do stuff. And I think that's really cool.
A couple of things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have there's a classroom type setting. Okay, the lights aren't exactly on, but I actually have like film LED lighting, but it's just not on. And there's an additional microphone over there, the AT2020, that goes directly into the mixer as well. And then I put a laptop over there so that I can see the chat. And then there's also another camera. There's another angle here where you can, it's just pointed down right now, but you can see me. And then beside the whiteboard there, and we answer your questions. Yeah, draw diagrams, and I've done different, just subject-based lessons as well on, different things like construction management and all that, where it's like a chalkboard. You're an instructor on a chalkboard. That's kind of what that is, right? So it's pretty neat, man. So between the three sets, it's really versatile. You can do a whole lot of stuff.
A lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost the ability to. I mean, they probably do use it, but you can almost run a TV show off of it, since you can have multiple camera inputs on your just one input.
So, yeah, that's a nice. You can run multiple cameras. I have the two USB, my older webcams that I'm like, well, I'm still going to use them, right? Right. They're plugged into a USB port each. I've been able to get 3 USB webcams running on this one system, but you need to have 2 controllers to do it. Otherwise, you're limited to 2 webcams. But then I also installed the Intensity Blackmagic Intensity 4K capture card for this is a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4K with the Sigma Art 18-35 lens through the Medbones speed booster. It's pretty nice rig. I'm like 2 feet tops away from the camera right now. It's right here. I can touch it. I'm touching it right now. Right, so it's pretty wide angle, and I'm shooting at f1.4 at 1080-60p, so or 60.
Yeah, I seeing that set up on your rig too. That it looks just like a TV studio tripod. You got it on too.
I can give you a little look at, but it's a mess right now. It's not cleaned up, but I can give you guys a little tour. Hold up here. Is that on? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Class with Chris. That's what we'll call this.
All right. Oh, sorry guys, but yeah, this is what I mean. It's a little messy, but this is my like classroom type set. I get these lights on. You can see it gets lit up well. I'm going to try to go as slow as I can. Usually there's a laptop here on the side. But yeah, this is rigged into the mixer, the main mixer. And then, yeah, this is looking back. Right? This is my film, like my lighting rig. And then we have the green screen. That's what I mean. We got some extra lighting. Look at the mess, right? It's a mess. But yeah, this is my main camera, the Blackmagic Pocket 4K. I don't know if you guys can see it well, right? But yeah. It's a little quite messy though right now. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
Oh. Anyways, I don't have I just need a different way to do that.
Yeah.
I hope you could see it. I was walking around. I couldn't see it myself, so
it looked good.
But yeah, no, this is like I've done just over 200 streams and over 2 years. So it takes time, and it's if you have responsibilities like a job and a family, it is a long process to get, because realistically you gotta, save money, pay for things, and it's a huge expense. I probably spend close to $600 easy a month on my YouTube channel right now. So that's because I'm a quality junkie and a tech junkie, though, right?
Yeah. Roger says here. He says he would expect nothing less from a construction guy.
Yeah, right. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, we're building a actual studio in the garage. It's a 2-car garage, 600 square feet, with the 9-foot ceilings. We're limited to 8 in here, so we're going to get the extra foot in the garage. We're building a new studio, and everything from here will be moving into there. So I'll be recreating this kind of look. It might not be the exact same, but it'll be. I like the colors and the scheme, so it'll be something similar. But yeah, then we have a full-time set out there where I can actually do stuff with tools and work on stuff, which I can't do down here, right? So
right,
yeah.
Right. And swag just stocked in the house, which is this hat here,
all right,
and the hoodies that got made now that have "Get Your Swag" on underneath it. He cool. He popped in here too, so hello, swag. And Arizona Business Insider. So when you started, I mean, you said 2 years. So is that when you started your channel? Was 2 years ago?
That was when I started streaming. Was 2 years ago. I started my channel January 18th, 2018. So yeah, just over 2 years. Just over 2 years. Yeah. Or yeah,
2.5.
It's already June now. So yeah, 2.5 years. So
yeah.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of learning in it at first, right? You need to understand the platform and you need to understand your content and yourself. But then you also don't want to be a robot and be like be somebody you're not and be like just to please an algorithm. You know what I mean? The way it works is you use yourself, you use your own personality, and it'll just mix. You can do what you can with the algorithm. You can be perfect, and hit those the check marks every time. But I mean, it's not gonna do anything if you're not having fun or being real, or you know what I mean. It's just going to be empty, and it'll eventually crash, right? So yeah, just.
Well, that's why I tell most people your first videos are just going to suck. So just start doing them, because you're going to look back and go, oh, what was I doing?
I still suck. I look back at everything. I'm like, it sucked. I could do better.
yeah, you always, for sure. But I think a lot of people are afraid, well, it's going to suck when I put it out. Yeah, it's going to suck. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. The band's first songs they come up with suck. Yeah. So
you got to make a fool of yourself before you get good, like.
Yeah. And so I know you're saying your videos are doing better now. Your video content has actually been quite interesting, because you try to do it right there live from the job site and show people actually what's going on there at the job site.
Yeah, that's sorry. Yeah, that's exactly right. I always have a GoPro with me when I'm at work. And am I getting feedback? No. Okay. So yeah, I use a GoPro and then I film what we're doing on site. I do mainly commercial construction. We've been doing residential walk-ups, and well, they're not really walk-ups actually. They're 4 stories, so there are elevators in them. But we did 2 6-story buildings that had 400 units in them last year, and now we're doing 2 buildings with 4 stories right now. But yeah, we just film. I film everything. Right. I have strapped GoPros to my head, my chest. That's
the way to get better. Film everything.
Yeah. Every time I think that I'm doing something valuable and I can do it, like I have time, I film it. I'm like, hey, this is this, right? So yeah, but I'm not going to beat this dead dog too. Like I'm not going to do the same thing over and over and over again, because I do these things on a daily basis. But you get the idea.
Yeah. So what has been, I guess, the most exciting moment you've had since you've had your YouTube channel? Like, I know Paul Peck coming into your live stream, that was pretty cool. But
yeah, Paul's great. Yeah, he comes in quite frequently actually. For a channel his size, I've never seen anybody that active in the community before. So it's really refreshing to find a real dude who likes to come and slum it with us, and I totally respect that guy. But yeah, there's every time I meet somebody new is the exciting part. And that's, like almost daily, so
Yeah, there's people that come in there, and if you guys and moderators, please put your links in the chat too, and if you can run Construction Kronies links, that'd be awesome. Go check out one of those live streams, and you kind of be surprised at who pops in there sometimes. Because I'm shocked sometimes at who pops in there.
yeah, we get some pop-ins from some other channels. It's pretty cool. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'd love to see you guys on a stream one day, for sure.
yeah. And what project would you like to do and like to shoot to be able to show people?
Oh man, well, I would love to be able to write and shoot an actual, like, short film or something, do an actual artistic piece. That would be good. I would love to do that, and I will when I can.
I think at least I know, like, after doing this a little bit, it's like I could see shooting at least one movie in my life would be kind of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Like I used to work in the film and television business. I come up doing live theater, and started in lighting, design, and sound. And man, oh man, I just worked my way through to, stage managing and then directing my own shows. It was pretty awesome. And then after college, I went to back to Toronto and started working doing television commercials and stuff, and worked my way into the unions there, and did some movies for television. And what else did I do with them? I think we did a couple like Disney films or whatnot, but it wasn't a lot before I moved out west. And then there's just not a lot of film out this way, so I've been working in construction full time here. But yeah, so I love that business, and I love being able to do it here on YouTube. That's my way of staying in pursuing my interest of one day directing a film.
Yeah. Hey, at least you'll also have the benefit of, if somebody putting the set together wrong, you can go smack them in the head.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. Childhood dream. You chase your dream, and don't let the world beat you down. And it's not easy. It's not easy for anybody.
Right.
So just get up every morning and just keep doing it, repeating, and you'll get there. Absolutely.
I asked this to somebody else, and they had the answer that I kind of had. When like, at what subscriber number were you shocked that you hit? Like, I can't believe that I got that many people to subscribe.
I think 1,000 was pretty big. That was 2,000 was big too. But yeah, like the fact that I just keep growing is just good. My philosophy comes from creator fundamentals, and that's improve one thing every time you do something, right? And eventually you'll get results. So and it's true. Every time I do a video or live stream, like I try to experiment and I tried everything. I learned a lot of things on Skillshare and like just courses through other creators like Tim Smoyer and things like that, right? So you just practice and experiment with things, and whether it's an editing technique or right. Sorry. Sounds like background. Yeah, it was very hard to work in front of the camera. Absolutely. So Rants with Rogers. It's kind of funny. I was working with a company, and it was a tool company. I'm like, somebody has to get on camera as a spokesperson for this, and we got to get you on YouTube doing videos. And I was like, no way I would do it. There's no way I'm getting on the camera. Okay, no way.
That's kind of funny to think about now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm not. When I was doing live theater, you could not get me on the stage. Not in front of people, not in front of a crowd. I did it a couple of times, and I almost fainted. Like, yeah, it really bothered me. So, anyways, I kept scheduling shoots with these guys to demonstrate the tool and all that, and they kept bailing on me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna shoot it and I'm gonna run the tool. Okay, so I shot myself running the tool, and that's how it started. Ever since then, I was just the guy on the camera. Did worked with the tool company for a year, getting videos on YouTube for them, and then started my own channel. So yeah, it was very. I mean, I've taken a lot of courses too in the past, like public speaking and things like that, trying to help me get, talk in front of crowds, in front of people and things like that. And yeah, yeah, it's still, when I shoot a video, I still get nervous when I shoot videos and I'm there and I'm like alone and there's like camera pointing at me. I get nervous and I mess up my lines all the time. But the live streaming is good. I don't get shy anymore on the live streams anymore. So that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny though, because you think, you got 2,000 people that could tune into your videos or your live stream or whatever. And I don't know how big the place where you did the live theater was, maybe like a couple hundred people at the Playhouse or whatever they had it at.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. A couple hundred people to 2,000. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. That's 10. But yeah, the thing is, like, you're the only thing you're afraid of is making a mistake, and it's true, you're going to make them, but it's all how you to deal with them. If you're a good person, I don't think you're going to really mess up. I don't think you can mess up if you just stay. If you show compassion and you're a good person, I don't see it ever being an issue. But yeah, you deal with your mistakes. You just roll them, and if you just bring your audience along. It's simple, and they will. It's really that easy.
Yeah, I don't like. I've been thinking about that too, and it's like I almost enjoy not videos that are full of like screw up things, but videos that have one or two things where it's like they misspoke or the camera moved a little bit or whatever. I almost enjoy those more because they seem more real than somebody that does like super polished.
Yeah. Yeah.
See you later, Jason.
Jason's been wheeling and dealing tools, been finding like wicked deals and then reselling them, like just it's cool. It's really neat. Keeping busy. Yeah, wow. It's definitely it's the weirdest part is when I'm on site and I'm filming myself and the guys are watching, like looking at me like, what the hell is this guy filming himself for? Right. Like
right.
These construction guys are just like, what the hell? And then after a while they get to know, oh yeah, he's got a channel or whatever. And then, they don't mind. But at first everyone's always like, what the hell is he filming himself for? Right.
Yeah. I would imagine on a construction site, you probably get a lot of crap from people. Oh, here comes the YouTuber.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. And then it's kind of tough. You got to make sure because guys listen to radios on site, so you got to make sure that you don't cross over a copyrighted song or, you get somebody's face by accident. Who doesn't want to be in it. Yeah, it's kind of fun. And I always ask the guys, I'm like, hey guys, can I film something to or take a picture? No, mainly taking pictures. I'm like, hey, can I share that? Like different tool I'll see them or a different thing that they're doing on site. I'm like, hey man, can I share that? And yeah, they're usually okay. I've never had anyone say no. So
yeah, I would think, at least from jobs I've done, if somebody came up and said, hey, can I film you doing that? I would almost be like, oh, that's cool. Somebody's actually interested in what I do.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh-oh. You know what? You mind if I take this call?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Sorry, buddy.
It's all right. So, hello, Griswold. Hello, Griswold. So, if you guys have any questions, put them down in the chat, and I will get them up here. I'll put them up here on the screen, and we will ask them the questions as they come up. So.
Oh, it was the wrong person. I thought it was. There is one call I can't miss today. So
right,
right on.
Get the call from the boss. I gotta take that one.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And I got it.
Oh man, my mom is a fan, Bob. You know that.
Yeah,
eh?
I was just gonna say that. One of the coolest things I found out, like your mom's like, "Hey, you see what Bob did today?" All that kind of stuff to you. I was really surprised at that one because
that's cool. Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't make it this morning. I thought she'd be here, but
I'm sure she'll watch this later.
Yeah, I'm figure out how to do it. Like, no offense to mom or anything like that, but technology and things like that, right? Like,
yeah. Especially if you're in a live or want to watch a live stream and do chat and all that kind of stuff, it takes a little bit to figure it all out.
Yes, yeah. So I'm super, super impressed with how she handles that. So that's cool, man.
So have you started to get any? I know you started out with a tool company, but have you had any other tool companies approach you to do like endorsements and stuff like that?
No. Only companies that have I mean, I did have Bailey Steel send me a package. They're the ones who manufacture the steel studs. So that was really, really cool. But nobody's really approached me yet for that. There was a work boot company and there was like a lunch bag company that reached out. But and then you always get like some spammy stuff, sure. But no, not yet. So we'll see. That's not the exact avenue that I'm after. So
right.
But yeah,
I know the other thing you do is you not only on the live stream, but you try to get the other foremen, other people in construction to do classes with you too that you do over different things.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I I try to encourage other trades to come and participate to talk out differences or issues. I think the more we do that on site, the better the job goes, right? So
and then Char Hart wants to know if you I don't know if you do or not, but if you deal with wiring and solar and all that stuff.
Wiring in general, I mean, I can wire like electricity, I guess, if you want to say basic house electricity I can do, but I don't do that professionally, and I don't do solar builds. I'm basically I'm a carpenter, but I'm a carpenter, a steel stud framer, drywall installer. I do a lot of just framing and drywall, right? All drywall and framing right now.
Right.
On just commercial buildings, usually like CRUs or I don't know, anything commercial.
Look like an apartment complex you're working on right now.
Yeah, we're doing these massive apartment complexes right now. But yeah, I've done hospitals, lots of hospital work. Big stuff.
And then Rogers wants to know about
Trex decking. Is that okay? Well, I just need to know what the product is. Let me look it up real quick. Trex decking, if it is what I think it is.
I think it's the plastic molded.
That's what I think too. But
so you're getting a preview right now. If you go to the live stream, you can get. But one thing I like about what he does is he pulls up the information so he can give you the right answers.
Oh, yeah, that looks gorgeous. Looks good. It looks good. Looks really good. I don't see it being an issue. I'm using on the sides on the surface. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As long as the color is consistent, then you shouldn't have any issue at all with that. I didn't see what you mean. You want to come up the sides. I think you'd be absolutely fine with that. That's a good product. I think that's exactly what I think it is, right there. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, and I don't have my second computer up. I have two PCs. Otherwise, I would have brought it up on the screen. But we go. Where is it? Yeah, on this scene here, and then of course to the side here, This side
would pop up.
that's what the web browser would be if I had the NDI on right now. Yeah, so I have the two computers to split the C, like to obviously lighten the load on the streaming system, right? I'll do all of my other internet searches and things like that, play all my music off of the second computer, and I run that specifically to my mixer on a separate channel, and then use it, bring it in as a video through NDI into vMix. So
I would imagine, especially since it does 60 FPS, it probably is pretty load intensive to the computer to stream out.
Oh yeah, both of the systems are humming, man, when I'm streaming. So I've been considering upgrading, but it's just like, man, that's the game, guys. It's like, what are you gonna do? What's the priority? You can't, unless you're rich, you can't do everything, right? So
and I think, I mean, at least for me, having to upgrade piece by piece, and pushing each piece I have to the limit, like whether it's editing software or whatever, before I upgrade, I think helps me utilize the next upgrade better too, because I know what I want to do with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there are definitely pieces, yeah. I saved up for it was like 8 months I worked, and I saved for the new camera rig.
Yeah, and that, man, that camera's that's like probably my last piece of the camera like that, but
yeah,
it's definitely nice. So where do you, I mean, what's your goal for your channel for the rest of the year? Like where do your mini goal, like your subscriber goal or whatever, view goal, where are you trying to be at by the end of the year?
Well, my goal is actually I'd like to have like a 13% click-through rate. That's kind of my current goal. I think that'll take me a little while to achieve. The subscribers and stuff, I mean, subscribers are awesome and everything. And I appreciate engaged in subscribers. It's awesome, and unfortunately, YouTube calculates success based on subscriber count, right? So, but yeah, it'll grow, but it's the mechanics that you need to, that prove that you're doing something good, right, and valuable to the audience, right? Average view duration and click-through rate, that's the that right there is what it'll tell you if you're in your audience retention as well, right? That's something is going to tell you that your videos are good. I like to get good at my videos is what I'm saying.
right those metrics will sometimes help you. Maybe I need to do this better, maybe I need to do that better, because I think some people look at them and go, why aren't people doing this, and get mad at the people. It's like, I look at it and go, okay, what should I do better? Why are people only watching this song, or why are only that many clicks on it? Exactly. What can I do to do better?
Yeah, exactly. That's it, Bobs. Yeah, man, that's worry about your content and your audience and you, right? Don't worry about anything else. Just get better. And that's it. Just like I say, keep applying the fundamentals, right? Reader fundamentals. Yeah. Keep applying the fundamentals, and tags, everything, titles, descriptions, thumbnails. Fill in all your data, like on the second page of the upload. Fill it all out where you are. Set the where the category is and the film date and all that. Fill all that out, right? Film, language, and you'll see.
I'll have to go into that second one, because I don't think I went into that advanced one too much. So I'll have to go in there and start doing that for sure.
Yeah, it's and then you need to create some sort of funnel with your content that guides the viewers to do what you want them to do, sort of, right? It's not manipulative. It's just making it as easy for them as possible. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. 13% is high. But yeah, I am at 5. I was at 5.9 at the beginning. I dropped to 5.3. Now I'm back up to 5.7. So it's like, yeah, I need to get better thumbnails, better at my thumbnails, and possibly relevancy. I don't know.
No,
experiment.
Click through is when you post it somewhere else and somebody clicks on it to watch your video, right? So you share it out wherever.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a tool through TubeBuddy A/B testing. So yeah, I definitely want to try that. Try to get a higher CTR for sure.
So that also helps your views and all that stuff if you can get get a higher click through rate.
Yeah, yep. Click through rate and retention, man. Those are your important ones right there. You know, the subscribers and views and all that stuff. It'll all come.
What upgrade do you think's made the best improvement in your channel that you've done?
Best improvements?
Yeah, like you would say that you saw either more people watching or like what piece of equipment? Was it the lighting? Was it microphones? Was it camera? Like,
gee, that's tough because it, I think if you're the part about what makes it makes it all better is how well you are, like how well you present your your ideas, and you know. But as far as for like tech wise, the biggest improvement would have been the camera for sure. yeah, that was a huge step up. I had a mixer of 4-channel. I just upgraded. I think this is an 8-channel, right? I upgraded to an 8-channel so I can add more devices. But yeah, the microphone was I think the first thing I did was the microphone, and I was using the Scarlett 2i2, you know, the Focusrite Scarlett. I had somebody send me a mixer. And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. So, yeah.
and then you were like, I can't put enough in it. I need more awesome.
No, dude, already I've upgraded to 8. I'm like, I need 12 at least.
you might as well just get a 16 because that might last you a little longer.
I definitely going to go a little bit bigger. So yeah, because I do need some more inputs. But yeah, it's vMix also too was huge. It was a huge step up. Being able to stream in this quality is, Ecamm is good and vMix is amazing. Ecamm's for Mac users only, and vMix is for PC users only. And the camera. If you have a good camera, use one of these pieces of software. Otherwise, you're not going to get the full quality out of it. You know, you're not going to be utilizing your camera. You'll be doing yourself a disservice by not using this software, because it doesn't get better, the picture quality, right? This is like actual broadcasting software, right? So you can spend thousands of dollars on it. I think I spent $600 on my copy, right? So it's quite pricey, you know.
Right.
Pricey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I looked at stuff like that, like going into like the eventually going into Adobe Premiere and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, well, if it costs that much money, I'm going to wait till my channel at least brings in that much money before I spend it on it, because I want to get all that practice up and all that kind of stuff, so that I have that coming in to upgrade my channel with.
Yeah, and that's the right way to do it for sure. Or that's that's what you're supposed to do. It's just you get like I'm just with the work I get, I do a lot of piecework. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to get this. So I'm going to work this hard. I'm going to get the money and I'm going to get it. And so, yeah, it's just, like I said, I love the tech. I'm a junkie over it. And until it starts making the money and I can do it full time, it's a hobby.
Yeah. So, yeah. And you also, your background gave you a little experience in what to look for too.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Absolutely. Sorry.
Have you had any experiences running into subscribers yet?
Running into them? Oh, in public?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some I know. Like there are guys that you've like around the site that know me and are subscribers. But yeah, it doesn't. You don't need a lot to make good content.
No.
Cheap. No, you don't. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like it's based on you. It's your performance. Your way to deliver that too, right? To package it and deliver it. That's what it will get you, like viewers and subscribers, right? Like, not your tech.
Right.
Your tech,
right.
yeah.
Oh, and Faith in the Fallen. Well, I guess not Faith in the Fallen anymore. Samantha Lee's Originals. So if you guys don't, yeah. So if you guys were following her, you're still following her. She just changed her channel name.
Yeah, that's a tough one too. I changed my channel name. Gosh, when was it? Could have been maybe it might have been over a year into it. I changed my name. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I'm gonna do it now. Just make the decision and do it now. And I had the community come up with the name, and they came up with Construction Kronies. Jason Reynolds was the one who came up with Construction Kronies. Actually,
that was awesome.
Yeah. So. Right, it's my same initials, so I was Chris Conkle Vlogs, and I was the Construction Kronies. So CK was the same. I could use my logo, but I'm gonna rebrand everything. Like there's major branding I don't have, that I need to change, and I'll get to. Ready? Yep.
I think if you're gonna change your name, do it early in your channel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you're saying, like it was in the first year or so.
Yeah.
Oh, and Roger says he loves your name and very memorable.
Cool, man. That's good. Cool to hear, Rancher Rogers. Yours too, actually, Rancher. Yeah, that's a good one. Very cool, man.
And I don't know if you can. I think British Columbia and Washington almost overlap east to west as far as their borders go. Pretty close.
BC and Washington, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's actually the anchor in Spokane, Washington, and it goes out into Montana too. So if you're ever down by the border, you might actually be able to pick up signal from his news station there.
Oh, that's cool, man. That is cool. Spokane, I think I've for some reason I think I might have even seen that before, but Spokane, Washington. Tofino is right there, I guess. So that'd be
yeah. There's little stuff right across the border there. That's for sure.
Right, man. That's cool. That's really cool. So yeah, I mean, Bob's like, when did you start your channel?
I started my channel was May 27th of last year.
May 27th of last year. So you're just over a year now.
Yep.
Cool.
Just over a year. And almost to 700.
Almost at 700. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's actually, I think exactly that same place I was at a year.
And that's good to hear. And that's what that's what I like to have people on too, because I think a lot of people, if they don't have anything happen within like the first 3 months, they're like, oh, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, no, that's simply not true. No. It's repetition over time, and if you get good and eventually something happens and your channel triggers, right, and you take off, it's about being ready if that happens, right? When and if, I guess, but as you say, when it happens, you've got to be ready for that. Have your channel, have a structured channel, and just
and like we were saying before, everybody's going to suck at the start. So do you really want to have 1,000, 2,000 subscribers when your videos suck at the start, or would you rather
exactly yes yeah you got to do it, and that's the only way you're going to get better is by doing it repeatedly, repetition, that's how you get better. Making mistakes is how you get better, learning from them, you just gotta, don't worry about the psychology. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be stressful. It's not always going to be fun, but it's how you deal with the diversity of those emotions and things like that, right? How you get through it all and come out the other end. You're gonna be beat down, or you're gonna be stronger and tougher.
Right? So, if you let every bad comment affect you, and oh, I lost 10 subscribers today, why'd that happen? And you get down on yourself, it's going to show through in your videos and your live streams, because you're going to be, upset that kind of stuff happens.
That's right. Yeah, and it shows. It does show through. You can't hide it. It's so just don't live inside your head, basically, right? Just get it and concentrate on getting better, improving something, and repetition. That's it. Simple recipe.
I will say though, your kid is very comfortable on the camera.
Oh yeah. Oh, my girls, yeah. Yeah, Amelia she's my 6-year-old daughter. She loves the camera. I think, I can see her being in front of it for sure. Yeah, she loves it. Yeah, it's funny. They like to come and bomb the stream sometimes, and it's cool. Yeah. They're in the video once in a while. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough, man. We have 4 kids. A 13-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 1.5-year-old, we'll say, right? So they're young, and my wife has a job. I have a job. This whole quarantine thing now with all the kids home, and she's working from home. I think I'm back to work in the field, right? But it's crazy, even at the best of times, it is busy. A busy life. You got to live your life first before your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. A lot of work to get to. If you really want to succeed, you need to put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
And you have discipline. Just have to have the motivation to do it. And if you're ever lacking motivation, it's simple. Just pick it up, come into the community, and
Yeah, and that's
an inspiration.
Yeah, and one of the things, that's why I like hanging out at your live stream and the people in here and everything. It's because everybody tries to help everybody out.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
One of the I talked to you the first time I met you, and you were answering questions, and I was like, and that's why I kept coming back. I'm like, that's cool, even if I don't have a question, at least there's somebody there that they're trying to help other people. And I think in social media world, that's kind of unique in YouTube, because I think a lot of Instagram, all those guys, they try to keep everything to themselves if they can, and it's a big secret or whatever.
That's right. That's exactly right. And the industries like that are suffered. That's the construction industry for you right there in a nutshell, because of the secretive nature of it and everyone hiding information. The way forward is BIM and things like that, which is sharing information, right? And then going to an augmented approach. So that's going to be hard for the industry to adjust and to start opening up and sharing information. That's how you succeed. And that the arts and fun, arts and television, things like that, of course, it's going to be the first place you're going to start seeing collaboration, right?
Yeah.
So
now, I was as far as, would you like this to be something where you could just do this full time and share construction knowledge and help people out, and not have to go out to job sites and actually do the labor part?
Oh no, absolutely, yeah, 100%. I would like to do something, shift focus some way, get myself out of the field. Absolutely. That's definitely been the goal since the start, even. I'd like to definitely be able to rely on it to either promote what it is I'm doing, but to make it a powerful enough tool that I can use it to make money. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. I got some pretty big plans for the future. So, and we're actually very close to achieving them. So.
I will say, because I've done jobs where either I was a roofer and done construction that way, or done other construction jobs, or just delivered to construction sites. And I think sharing out, like you're saying, sharing out the information, I think would actually be beneficial to construction companies, so that people can go, oh, I'd rather pay somebody to do that, or that's worth it to pay for somebody to do that than to do it myself. Because I used to watch This Old House back in the day all the time.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to watch, especially video wise, because you can watch a building go up over time. It's kind of satisfying in that way to watch as a viewer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I would love to be able to share the industry with people and not actually have to be the one on the tools. I'd like to be able to go into sites and film procedures and show things off, and like that would be great. That would be excellent. That's the goal.
Yeah, and I think having you as the face of that, especially right now, is beneficial too, because you don't seem like one of the burly, non-talking guys that stands in the corner.
Yeah,
there's always a couple of those on the job site.
Oh,
just an approachable person to be like, hey, and you don't ever, like, when anybody asks you a question about construction, you don't ever like put them down for asking that question. Like, even if it's a simple question, you're willing to say, hey, this is how you do it, this is how you do it right, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, you need to have that philosophy. There is no stupid questions. The stupid thing is not asking. And it doesn't matter what the question is. That applies to everything. Like we all learn by learning. Or we know by learning. Sorry, we all know by learning. And yeah, that's in I call it the open source world, where we all share information. That is vital.
Yeah, I mean, one of the top things on YouTube is how-to videos.
Yeah, that's right.
I know when I do something, I go, how do I do this? And I go look on YouTube.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what I do as well. Right. How to, and that's the thing with my views are only 13% from subscribers, right? 87% of my views come from visitors. That's a how-to channel, right? They coming in.
Wow, mine's flipped.
Yeah, and that's what it is. They're coming in for the information and bailing. Okay, that's keeping people here. Is the hard part, right? And that's what the live streams are about. That's what that's all about, is building community around a how-to channel. And it's tough, and you get to know, like, everyone in your niche is going to be different and behave differently, and you gotta just know your niche, and you don't have to compare yourself to others, but if you do need a baseline, it's not, you need to have the right information to start with, right?
And yes, there is a raid over to Van Life with Unipaint, because I think this is the only 2 back-to-back live streams that are van channels on YouTube, at least that I've seen.
Yeah.
Now, she has a step van, and you're used to seeing those on construction sites. That's a little bit more room than what I've got in here.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's cool, though. I like the van thing.
Yeah. What would you like people to know, like, about your channel and come check you out and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, well, if you're, I'm trying to promote new people into the trades. I'm trying to advocate on behalf of the workers to companies, how the conditions are, and keeping things like people accountable and all that, right? And sharing the news and my opinions and things like that. But yeah, it's a construction channel. There's a lot of how to frame and drywall. I'm going to be doing a series now. I'm remodeling the house and doing the studio. So we're going to be doing all kinds of building stuff. So if you just like watching build videos and hanging out, even we do a lot of live streams. And we used to. Now that I'm back to work, not so many, but they're fun. You know, they're a place where people come and ask questions. We talk about YouTube. We talk about construction. We talk about whatever, you know, whatever the audience wants to talk about. And yeah, like I say, we do topic-based streams and stuff like that. I'm trying to share as much information about construction that I can, that I know, for free, because I paid so much for it. And, you know, I just want to put it out there. Like we were just talking about open source, like sharing information, right? I want to share knowledge. I don't want to keep it all to myself, right? Just make it easier for the next kids coming up through construction. You know what I mean? Like it was not easy for me, and I did pay for a lot of my education, right? So, yeah, that's why it's hush hush, you know, too, because you pay lots of money to get taught it. So, but yeah, well, guys, that's cool, man. Just keep on keeping on.
Thank you for coming on, and man. I'll see you in your live, and maybe we'll run into each other one of these days.
100%, dude. 100%. Bye, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yep. Thank you.
Right on, dude.